Hello everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Tea. It's so good to see you. For those of you that made the jump over with us from Twitch, thank you, and hello, it's nice to see you. This is our weekly creator workshop, where we talk about all the things that affect us as content creators. We have a bit of a back and forth. I share with you my views, what's been working for me, what hasn't been working for me, and share with you some of the tips that I've picked up, some of the tricks that I have found that are effective. At least they have been for me. Of course, these have never been meant for me to just sit here and act as if I am the be-all, end-all authority on these things, and I encourage you to either ask your questions, or if you have a bit of advice that you'd like to give, or a point that you would like to make, I invite you to, in the chat there, just !ask if you have a question that you'd like to ask, or !point if there's a point that you would like to make. And moderators are standing by. They will help you get into the Discord, get on live, and you'll appear right here in this little box with your name and your profile photo on Discord, and it'll light up when you're speaking, like this, when you're talking, and when you're not. So that way everyone knows who you are, who's asking the question, or who's giving the advice that they're giving. If there's anything that I'm not covering, if you have a different opinion on the things that I am covering, please, I invite you to come forward and let's have a chat about it on air. If you're watching the video, since it's on YouTube and these videos are here directly after we're finished going live, and you have a question or a comment that you'd like to make, you can leave them right down there in the comment section. I read every single comment I read, and if you have a question that wasn't answered, I will go ahead and answer the question in the comment section. You also have the option of joining our Discord, which you can get from the live chat, !Discord, Nightbot will give that to you, or the link to the Discord will be in the description below, and you can join that and ask your questions in our tea party section, where not only I can respond to you, but other members of the community, other streamers can respond to you as well, get around the homies, help each other out. So now that that's all out of the way, hello and welcome to Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking all about affiliate planning. Because that's the first step for us, right? When we're streaming on Twitch, the first big step, the first big goal is going to become an affiliate, right? Because you want to become an affiliate, you want to unlock that fancy subscription button, you want to have access to bits and all of these things, your channel point redeems. Most of the greatest tools that you can use as a content creator on Twitch are locked behind this affiliate goal marker. Right, so you want to become an affiliate as fast as humanly possible, right? And if you've gone through and you've applied all of the things from our previous Tuesdays, you're an affiliate now. You are an affiliate now. If you're not, you've done something wrong. And we'll address that. We'll go through, I think one of these Tuesdays, we'll go through and we'll do a how to do an affiliate speedrun. I think that would be a great workshop to have, but for the most part, you guys are affiliates now. Or maybe you were an affiliate before you started coming to these. That's a possibility too. A big thing that I see a lot of people do is they try really hard to become an affiliate, and then they go, I have no idea what to do now. I have no idea. I didn't know that I was going to have to do XYZ. I didn't realise it was so much work. So today we're going to talk about that stuff. It's hard work to become an affiliate. It is. It's not easy. It requires a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of attention to become an affiliate. It's hard work to get there. And once you get there, it doesn't stop. The work does not stop just because you've hit affiliate. Alright, because you still need to grow. You still need to set up all of your affiliate stuff. And once all of that's set up, you still need to focus on making content. So I don't want you to think that you became an affiliate, congrats, you win, that's it, game over. You can just sit back and collect all of that sweet, sweet revenue money. Because it doesn't work that way. Sorry to break it to you. It's hard work to become an affiliate, and it's hard work after you become an affiliate. So once you become an affiliate, you need to have a plan for what happens next. Now, if you're a regular viewer of Tuesday Tea, you know I think I've said have a plan in every single one of them at one point or another. Have a plan for what happens next. And that includes for when you become an affiliate, for when you get that email that says, congratulations, you've qualified to become an affiliate. Have a plan. Have a plan laid out. And if you can plan these things out before you get that email, you're in a really good spot. You're in a really, really good spot. But if you didn't plan all of that stuff out before you got your email, if you didn't have your plan in place and you just went ahead and you made your affiliate, that's fine. That's fine. It's never too late to go back and change things around. All of the things that you set up for your affiliate can be changed. They can be swapped out, they can be updated, they can be upgraded. It's okay. It's okay, and we're going to talk about how to do those things today. So we're going to touch on 4 main topics. Now, normally for these, our last topic that we touch on is some best practices, some actionable things that you guys can go into and actually put into practice for yourselves. Today, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to do it just a slight bit differently. And I'm going to be giving you some best practices as we go through each section. So as we go through each section, I'll give you a couple of best practices to think about, to enact for yourselves. So today, we're going to talk about the actual process of becoming an affiliate. How do you get there? What are the benchmarks? And how do you set it up? We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about goals. Because setting goals and maintaining goals is important in anything that you do in life. And of course, when it comes to content creation, but specifically, we're going to be talking about goals like sub goals, community goals, bits goals, that kind of thing. I see so many people hit their affiliate and immediately throw up a sub goal that says, I want to get this many subs right away. This is what I want to do. And there's definitely better ways to approach it. So we're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about emotes and badges. Because, once you unlock affiliate, once you've hit that marker, you've hit that bar and you've become an affiliate, you now have access to emotes and badges. So we're going to talk about those. And then we're also going to talk about channel points. Channel points, we're going to talk about those because those are a fantastic tool to use. A wonderful tool for you as an affiliate to engage your viewers, to create better content, to really work with your community and keep them excited. So we're going to talk all about channel points. Those are the 4 points that we're going to talk about today. I do encourage you guys to bring up the topics, talk about different things in the topics, but I'd like to remind you guys that we do want to try to stay on point, stay on topic today, so we don't get too lost. As you know, I have an auto brain, I'm easily distracted. A couple of puns and I forget everything that I'm doing. So let's try our best to stay on topic today. Thunder, I had a 500 follower goal for a face cam stream and then decided it was a lost cause. Yep. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about where you went wrong with that when we start talking about goals. Because you definitely went wrong there. Definitely went wrong there. But we'll get into that. But first and foremost, let's talk about the process of becoming an affiliate. So what do you actually have to do to become an affiliate? You know, obviously you got to create good content, you have to, you have your branding on point, you have to do marketing, you have to sell yourself to people, you have to network and make connections, you have to find people, you have to find viewers. But Twitch doesn't care about all of that stuff. Twitch doesn't care about how you get there. The only thing that Twitch cares about is that you make their benchmarks. So Twitch's benchmarks, the requirements to become an affiliate, you need to stream for 500 minutes within 30 days. You need to have an average of 3 viewers for your streams, and you need to have 7 unique streams within 30 days. Now, what this means, it means it's absolutely possible. It's possible to become an affiliate in a week. I've done it. I became an affiliate in my first 7 streams, which is as fast as you could possibly do it because of Twitch's requirements. I have known several other people who have also become an affiliate in their first 7 streams. It's not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. 500 minutes looks like a big goal. It looks like a lot of stream time, and I see a lot of people when they're chasing affiliate be like, I'm going to stream 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day to make sure that I reach that. But you don't have to. 500 minutes is right about 8 hours or so. It's right about 8 hours or so, and if you have to do 7 streams, that means you have to stream for what? An hour and 15 minutes. Each time you stream, 7 streams. Personally, I stream for about 2 hours. I've been streaming for about 2 hours every stream since I started. Some of those streams are actually shorter. Sometimes we don't make the full 2 hours. When I first chased my affiliate, I streamed Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM EST for 2 hours. That was it. 2 hours, right smack on the dot. Done. Done deal. Affiliate in my first 7 streams. It's not that hard. You don't need to stream, 10 hours at a time. It's not what you need to do. It's not what you need to do at all. And by and large, the hardest part for people is that average. Is getting those average viewers in and keeping them there. Now, because that's the hardest part to do, think about it. Is it going to be easier for you to keep 3 people there watching you and interacting with you if you have 2 hours of good, engaging content? Or is it going to be easier to keep 3 people there with you while you're streaming for 10 hours at a clip? You might have 10 hours of time. Other people don't have 10 hours to sit there and watch you. 10 hours a day, 7 days? That's incredibly hard. But getting someone to come in and sit there and watch you for 2 hours, that's pretty easy. That is pretty easy to do. So if you're chasing your affiliate, if you're trying to get your affiliate, remember, 2 hours will do you. An hour and 15 minutes is all it's going to take. But 2 hours will do you just fine. You don't need to stream these big long bits of time. Those are going to hurt your average more than they're going to help you. I promise you that. So that is what you're going to need to do in order to get to your affiliate. Those are the actual requirements from Twitch themselves. Funder, you have a point that you'd like to make. Is that, are you going to make your way to the Discord? Mine took months because of the damn average. I kept getting super close and then it just plummeted. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get those 3 viewers, but a lot of that comes into 1, generating good, engaging content. You have to generate good, engaging content because it's easy enough to walk up to your friend and be like, hey, would you like to come watch me? To promote yourself on Twitter and be like, hey guys, I'm a streamer. I'm going to be doing this, and this. And sure, you get yourself in front of those eyeballs and people will come and check you out. But a lot of the problem that you will find that you have is people will stop by, you'll see a spike come in, you'll see a bunch of people come in, usually at the start of your stream, when you post about it, you post your go live, people will click on, and they'll watch you, and if they're bored, if they're not being engaged, if you're not being entertaining, they're going to leave, and there goes your average. So the first thing that you really need to focus on when it comes to that is be engaging and have good content. Because if you focus on having good content rather than focusing on having the viewers are going to stop by. It's an eventuality. It's going to happen. People are going to stumble across your stream, especially if you're promoting yourself. People are going to check you out. And what you want to be able to do when they show up is you want them to stay. And the only reason they're going to stay is because you're producing good content. So focus on the content, not the viewers, and your affiliate will come. We'll get into that in another tea. We'll get into the actual affiliate push, the affiliate speedrun. We'll do a tea on that at some point in the future. But for now, this is really all you've got to focus on. Get your 3 average viewers, do your 7 streams, stream for 500 minutes, and you'll get that email. You'll get that email from Twitch that says, congratulations, you have reached the mark of affiliate. Here you go, get it all set up. And it looks like we have Thunder. It looks like we have Thunder here with a point that he would like to make. Let's get him in here. Test, hello Thunder.
Hello.
Hello, you had a point that you'd like to make.
Yes, there was something regarding your average. I would recommend adding tags. From my personal experience, I've had tons of new viewers and new followers from simply adding certain tags. So if you add the correct tags, you might be able to get average quicker.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a wonderful point. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. It is a great point. There's a lot of tools that you can use to market yourself and to help with your discoverability, like using tags. It's not just posting in other people's Discords, it's not just posting on Twitter. It's, having a good title to your streams, using the proper tags for what you're doing, making sure if you're doing just chatting that you're on just chatting, or if you're playing a game that you're tagged with the game that you're playing. All of those things absolutely do help.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wonder. That's a great point. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Lovely point. Absolutely lovely point. So, once you make those average adjustments, you make the adjustments, you get your stream time in, you've reached your affiliate marker, you're going to get an email. The email is going to come to you. Don't panic. Don't worry if it doesn't come right away. Don't worry if you're looking at your analytics and you're like, well, it says that I've done 7 streams, but I haven't gotten my, the goal for affiliate hasn't reached it yet. It hasn't procced yet. Don't worry. Don't panic. It lags behind a little bit. Give it some time. Give it a couple hours. Give it a day. It will proc. It'll proc. You'll get that email sent off to you. So you get that email, and then you're ready to go. And now it's time to process the paperwork. It's time to process the paperwork. Now, the paperwork is going to look differently depending on what country you're in. Because every country has its own tax laws, its own tax requirements, and that sort of thing. So, in one country, you might need to supply a copy of your ID. Another country, like the US, you might need to supply your social security number. It's all going to be different what kind of documents you need and tax forms that you have to fill out. They're going to be different in each country. Make sure that you read through everything, that you submit what you need to submit properly, and that, all of your ducks are in a row. Take your time with filling out this paperwork. I know it's exciting, but make sure that you do it correctly and properly. It does not take you too long. From personal experience, for me, I'm located in the US. I did my paperwork. It took me maybe 10 minutes or so to complete it, and it was approved 20 minutes later. That's not always going to be the case. They tell you when you submit your paperwork it could take like 72 hours. I've seen people where it's taken 2 weeks for it to get approved. It all depends on a number of factors, and if you want it to go through quicker, you want to make sure that your paperwork is completed properly and you've not missed anything. So take your time with that paperwork. Part of your paperwork as you're doing it, because now you're going to have access to bits and subs and that sort of thing, is to set up your payment method. Setting up your payment method, you can link your Twitch directly to your bank account. You can link it to, I believe you can link it to your debit card. You can link it to your PayPal. I think they might also offer like a paper check option, but you do have to pay additional fees for that. Certain payment options that you're going to go with are going to cost you a little bit more, the service fees. You're going to have to pay the service fees for whatever payment method you choose. So bear that in mind when you're choosing your payment method and how you want to get your payouts. Now, payouts for an affiliate. Also to your bank account. Did I not say to your bank account? I'm pretty sure I did. I thought that was the first thing that I said. Maybe not. Yes, you can link it directly to your bank account. There we go. Thank you, Lauren. Now I'm sure our bases are covered. Best mods. The best mods. Make sure you don't forget the important stuff. Love it. Love it. So let's talk about affiliate payments, right? Affiliate payments, as we all know, when you're signing your affiliate paperwork, they're going to give you a huge block of text. And you're going to have to read this ginormous contract. And you're probably going to miss things. A lot of people do miss things. Hello, Matteo. Thank you. Welcome in and thank you for that lurk. So when it comes to payment as an affiliate, in order to get your first payout, you need to earn $100. $100 US. I'm not certain if that's adjusted for different countries with different currencies. I'm not sure. I'm not in other countries. Perhaps one of you in another country could let me know. But in the US, it's $100. You have to earn $100 through bits and subs before you're able to receive a payment. Now, you might not make $100 in your first month as an affiliate, and that's totally fine. That's totally alright. Don't worry about it. Just because you didn't hit that $100 does not mean you lose the money that you've earned. It will roll over to the next month. So if you earned $20, obviously not enough to get a payout, but that $20 will roll over to the next month. And if you earn another $20, you'll still have $40, and it continues to roll over and roll over and roll over until you hit that $100. So $100 and anything over that $100 will qualify you for a payout. Now, there is no way for you to go in and tell it, I've hit $100, I would like to take out this much money, please. That does not happen. If it's over $100, everything is coming to you. So you cannot say, you know what, I hit $120 this month. I would like to take out the $100 and leave the $20 in order to roll it over to the next month so that my next payout will come sooner because I've already got the $20 in there. There's no way to do that. If you go over $100, all of that is going to come out to you, and it's an automated process. So at some point in the month, Twitch's internal systems are going to look at it and see if you've qualified for a payout this month. I believe it happens on the last day of the month. I'm not exactly certain, but I believe it happens on the last day of the month. If you're over $100, you've qualified for a payout, you don't need to do anything. It will be handled on the back end. You don't have to do anything. Your payout will come to you, it will be processed, and it will go to your payment method of choice. So directly to your bank account, to your PayPal, they'll mail you the check if that's the way you went. Whichever process you set up, it will come to you automatically. Lauren, is it just $100 every month, or is it $100 the first month and any of the other months, assuming $100 each month? So every month, it's $100. It's not just for your first month, it's every month that you are streaming on Twitch. If you make $100 or more, you qualify for a payout. If you don't hit that $100 threshold, your money rolls over and you don't get a payout that month. That's how that works. And that will happen automatically. The only time that you're going to need to do something about it yourself is if, for whatever reason, your payout does not come when it's expected. Then you'll have to contact Twitch support and all of that and see what's going on and deal with that. But, I mean, I've been streaming for a while. I've been streaming for, we're going on 8 months. We're going on 8 months in a day. Tomorrow will make 8 months of streaming, and I have actually been fortunate enough to have received a payout every single month since I've started streaming, including my first month. I was very fortunate in order to be able to do that. And I've never once had a problem. My payouts I've never had an issue. I've never had to contact them and be like, hey, where's my payout? What's going on? I've not had an issue. The automated system has worked really well for me. I don't know if that's a universal experience. I can only tell you what my experience has been. So of course you're going to want to keep an eye on things, make sure, check your analytics towards the end of the month. You can see what you've earned and it'll actually break it down for you. It'll show you in your channel insights and your channel analytics, it'll show you how much money you've earned from subs, how much money you've earned from bits, from rolling ads, all of these things. They'll add up and you'll see them. So just keep track. Look at it at the end of the month and be like, all right, here's what I'm sitting at. And then when your payout comes through, just double check and make sure that is right. Just double check. I do, like I said, I've not had an issue, but I still check every month. So I recommend best practice, just double check and make sure that the numbers match up. Right? It's just like when you're getting your paycheck at work, you worked 40 hours. You're going to check your paycheck and make sure that you got paid for 40 hours. Right? Same concept, same thing. So as I said, the only time you need to worry is if your payout comes in wrong or it doesn't show up. Now, I said payouts trigger at the end of the month. That does not mean that on the last day of the month, you're going to get a check. That's not how it works, because Twitch uses a net 15 on their payouts. A net 15 on their payouts. So what that means is from the time that you qualify to receive your payout, and remember, I'm not saying, oh, I qualified for $100, like I made $100 3 days into the month, so I get that $100 15 days later. No. The end of the month is qualification day. So that last day of the month, if you've qualified, Twitch now has 15 days to pay you. So what this means for me personally, my payday, my Twitch payouts come on the 15th of every month. They come on the 15th of the month. That's when I expect them. If they're not there on the 15th of the month, I know that something is going on. Now, I want to be very, very clear. Depending on your payment method, you might not have a payday on the 15th of the month. Twitch has to pay you by that day, but that does not mean that you're going to have the money available. Depending on the type of pay method that you chose, it might take a couple of days for that payment to be released through your bank or to come through PayPal or whatever. The transaction should be pending or the check should be in the mail. but you won't always get it on the 15th day of the month. So you're going to have to figure out for yourself with your payment method and with your bank and in your country what day is actually going to be payday for you. But just know that Twitch has 15 days to process the payment and make the payment. So you'll be able to see on the Twitch side of things by the 15th that your payment has been processed and it has been sent. If by the 15th day of the month, and you know you qualified, you had $100 in earnings or more, and on the 15th of the month when you're looking into your channel analytics, you're looking into the payment section, and it does not say that your payment has been processed, your payment has been posted, your payment has been sent. If it doesn't say that, contact Twitch. If it does say that, well then, the problem is not with Twitch, it's with your bank, it's with, the mail for the snail mail if you go to paper check, it's somewhere else, it's not Twitch. It's very important to know, not only for you, in terms of, we like money, a lot of us, we stream and we're getting money, we'd like the money, please. But if you're using the money from your streams that you earn from your streams to put back into your streams, which is what I do, my payouts come in, and as soon as they come in, they go right back out the door for new assets, for new artwork, for new games to play on the stream, for whatever it is. Money goes into grooves, all of that. I know payment will come on the 15th. So that is the day where I set up all of my payments, my recurring stuff that I have to do, renewing the Minecraft server, all of that stuff happens on the 15th, because that's when my page comes in. So it's important to know that, it's important to understand when your payday's coming and when you qualify for it. And I've seen too many people become affiliate and not have the answers to these questions. They don't understand how they get paid or when they get paid. So I hope that this helps you out. I hope you understand a little bit more about that. All of this stuff, of course, is in that affiliate agreement. It's all laid out in there. It explains it all to you. But it's also a lot of legalese because it's a contract. So I hope this makes it a little bit more clear for you guys. And now I'm going to have a drink of tea so I don't die. Yum. Alright, so the next thing that's going to be buried in that massive wall of text that is your affiliate agreement is going to be a bit about the exclusivity clause. This is something that I see so many affiliates breaking. I see you guys. I see you doing it. I see you doing it. You might not even know that you're doing it, but you're doing it. You're breaking the exclusivity clause. Now, the exclusivity clause is something that a lot of people don't agree with, they don't like it, and you know what, if you don't like it, that's fine. No one's forcing you to become an affiliate. If you don't like an exclusivity clause, you can stream on YouTube. YouTube's monetization, it does not have an exclusivity clause. At least as far as I'm aware. If you don't want the exclusivity clause, you don't have to be a Twitch affiliate. You can stream elsewhere. That's totally fine and within your realm of possibility. But if you're going to be streaming on Twitch, you have an exclusivity clause as an affiliate. That clause for partners looks differently. We're not going to talk about the ins and outs of it because, well, I'm not a partner. And neither are you guys. If one of you is a partner though, hi there. Hello. Mentor me? But you're probably not a partner. You're probably an affiliate. So let's talk about the exclusivity clause, what it is, and how you're screwing it up. Because you are. You're messing it up. Chances are good you're messing it up. Or if you're not messing it up, chances are good someone you know is. Now, because the affiliate agreement is a contract that you are signing, if you're breaking the exclusivity clause, that means you are no longer entitled to the benefits that you get from signing that contract. That means if you're breaking the clause, Twitch can, at any time, at its own discretion, decide, you know what? You don't get to be an affiliate anymore. No more bits for you, no more subs for you, no more channel points, no more emotes. You don't get these things anymore. They can do that at any time. Now, just because they aren't necessarily going to find you, just because you might be able to fly under the radar and they might not catch you, does not mean that you should break the exclusivity clause. Because as you grow, you're going to be more visible, people are going to see you a bit better. Sorry about that, had to close the window because we've decided to start weed whacking again. So, as you start growing, as more eyes start getting on you, the more the chances are that you're going to get smacked for breaking the rules. Now, I understand, you see big streamers doing it all the time, they don't care about the exclusivity clause, and that's fine. That's fine. Twitch can, at any time, decide to smack them down. You do not want to put yourself in a position where you've put in all of this hard work, you've put in all of this effort, you know, you've seen a bunch of growth, you're doing really well, and the time comes where you're going to become a partner now. And Twitch looks at your partner application and goes, hey, well, you've been breaking the exclusivity clause this entire time. Not only are we not going to make you a partner, but you can't even be an affiliate anymore. We're going to take that away from you. Can you imagine how absolutely devastating that would be? How devastating that would be. I cannot imagine what I would do in that situation. I also can't imagine what I would do in a situation where one of the community moderators on Twitch just happened to pop by my channel and be like, you know what? You're breaking TOS. Banned. Sure, we see it happen to the big guys all the time, and we're small. It's not going to happen to us. It's never going to happen to us, right? Until it does. Until it does. The only way to protect yourself is by knowing what the rules are and following them. So what is the exclusivity clause for an affiliate? The exclusivity clause for an affiliate does not mean that you cannot stream on other platforms. You absolutely can. I'm an affiliate on Twitch. I am a Twitch affiliate, and here I am streaming on YouTube. Totally fine. Totally fine. You can absolutely do that. What you cannot do is break the exclusivity portion, and that exclusivity clause says any content that you have streamed on Twitch must be streamed exclusively on Twitch and must only exist on Twitch for 24 hours. Now, 24 hours is not a long time. 24 hours is not a long time. But what this means is those of you that are sitting there and trying to stream to YouTube and to Twitch at the exact same time, first of all, that's stupid. Why would you want to break your audience in half when you don't have to? And you're breaking the exclusivity clause. You cannot dual stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You cannot do it. If you're doing it, you're breaking the exclusivity clause. Alright? No dual streaming. You can stream something on Twitch, and then you can stream something entirely different on YouTube. You could do it on the same day. We did it today, for example. We started over on Twitch, we streamed a bit of stuff there, and then we came over here to YouTube for a different stream, different content on YouTube. You can absolutely do that. That is totally fine. What I could not do, and what you cannot do, is if I'm streaming this right now, we're having our workshop, if I were streaming it to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, I'm fecked. That's F-A-C-K, by the way. Feck. can't do it. No dual streaming. Now, additionally, what this means is if you have a stream on Twitch and you have a good clip, let's say you have a good clip that day, right? And you want to post it to your YouTube, you want to post it to Twitter, you want to post it on TikTok, you want to get it out there and be like, look at this great clip that we had, this is amazing, you know, I want to share it, this will be great promotion. Cool your jets, man. Cool your jets. Have some chill. You have to wait 24 hours. 24 hours from when you streamed it to when you post it. That's all it is. 24 hours. One day. One day. That's all you have to wait. It's not that long. It's not that long. One day is all you have to wait to repost your stuff elsewhere. To post your clip compilations onto YouTube, if that's what you're doing. To, you know, post things onto your TikTok. To share, you know, moments on Twitter. You need to wait 24 hours. Now, there is a bit of a grey area there, which is if someone else, if one of your viewers posts a clip of you elsewhere, you know, publicly, if they do that, that's fine. That's fine. You're not responsible for them. You're not responsible for someone being like, oh, hey, check out this cool clip that happened, and someone else goes and posts it. You're not going to get smacked for that. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. It's not covered under the Exclusivity Clause. You don't have to worry about it. What you do have to worry about is you yourself posting your content elsewhere. Now, what also follows, if you're thinking, oh, well, I can't post it within 24 hours to promote myself, but I could get my moderators to do it. No. You will get smacked for that because your moderators and their actions are considered to be yours. You are, you know, the person that's in charge. If your moderators are doing promotion of your material within that 24-hour time period, it's assumed that it's at your behest, and therefore you can get smacked. Don't get smacked, wait 24 hours. Very important stuff to know when you're becoming an affiliate. I hope this stuff is clear to you. I hope it makes sense. I hope you're following along and I've not lost you. Going to drink some tea now. That we're through our first point there. Yeah, I know it's all like doom and gloom. Yeah, it's all doom and gloom, it sounds like, that bit. But let's talk about the fun things now. Let's talk about goals. Let's talk about goals. When you become an affiliate, set small goals. Set small goals. I see so many people fail their goals and give up because they set their goals too bloody high. You know, you suddenly have access to bits and subs and channel points, so you want to set these massive goals. And it's totally fine to sit down and be like, you know what? I would like to make 50 subs this month. Totally fine. It might not be realistic for you. Making 50 subs in a month might not be realistic for you. And that's fine. Set a realistic goal. Set a realistic goal. And then slash that down. Slash it down. Set small goals. Set smaller goals. I see so many people go, I'm an affiliate now, and the first thing that they do is they slap a sub goal onto their OBS, onto their screen that says, I'd like 30 subs this month, please. And that's their sub goal. And do you know how many of them actually hit that? Not a lot. Not a lot. And I know when you first get your affiliate, you know, you want those additional emote slots. They're locked behind a sub goal for those emote slots. I know you want them. I know it makes sense to set the goal for that amount. Here's my best practice for you. Don't do that. Set smaller goals. And the reason why you want to set smaller goals, let's say you have you know, you want to get 20 subs this month. You want to get 20 subs this month. And there's 4 weeks in a month. There's 4 weeks in a month. So instead of throwing a goal up there that says, I'd like 20 subs this month, throw a goal up there that says, I would like 5 subs this week. Because one, it's not overwhelming to people to go, oh, 20, you want 20 subs? Well, of course you'd like 20 subs. I'd like 20 subs. But being like, oh, only 5 subs. Well, that's not too many. We can hit that. That's not a big burden. And people are more likely to contribute to a goal if that goal is almost completed. So if you're trying to get 5 subs this week and you already have 3, you're so close to that goal already, it's more likely that someone who might not have contributed to that goal will go, well, you know what, you're really close to the goal. I might as well drop a sub and get you, you know, that much closer to your goal. If you're that much closer to a follower goal, you know, if you only need 2 follows to get to your follower goal, someone who might not have followed or might not have cared enough to press the button, they're more likely to press that button and get you closer to that follower goal because it feels like they're having an impact. Set smaller goals for your community and for your streams. Small, bite-sized, easy to accomplish goals are going to get you further than just posting a massive goal all at once. I have tested this. I have tested it myself. And let me tell you, it truly does work. It truly does work. For an example, I will share with you. I set up a donation goal. I set up a donation goal because my computer was dying and I very much needed to upgrade my computer. And I said, you know what? I'm obviously going to be using my payouts to fund this because it's part of the stream. I'm going to use my payouts to help fund this computer, but I'm also going to set up a donation goal for the computer. Did I sit there and say, you know what guys, a new computer is going to cost me $3,000. Here's a sub goal. Here's, you know, a donation goal for $3,000. Did I do that? No, because people are going to look at that and be like, you want $3,000, do you? All right, psycho. Nobody's going to give you $3,000. But instead what I did was go, you know what? I'm going to be paying for the chunk of this computer myself with my payouts already. But it would be nice if maybe Stream would pay for, you know, some RAM. And I put up a smaller goal, you know, like a $200 goal that just went on its own for a while. And we made that. And then I put up another small goal, you know, bits and pieces of the larger goal, but in smaller, digestible bits. And my community is so supportive and so generous. It blows my freaking mind. They make me cry on a weekly basis, these people. But we were able to get through those goals and be able to hit our goal because they were in small, easily digestible pieces. So my best practice for you guys is to take whatever your large goal is. If your large goal is 20 subs, fine, you can have that goal. Don't put it on your page. Don't put it on your page. Break that 20 sub goal down into smaller goals. Into smaller goals that you can achievably reach. Not only is that going to help your community want to reach those goals with you, but it's going to keep you motivated as well. Because I'd like to point you to what Wunder said earlier on when we started. Wunder set a 500 follower goal. Wunder said, if I hit 500 followers, I'm going to do a face cam reveal. Wunder does not have 500 followers. Wunder is not close to 500 followers. What happened with Wunder was he failed to meet his goal and he gave it up as a lost cause. He gave it up as a lost cause and he went, look how far away I am from there. I'm never going to make it. This goal is stupid. I'm just going to quit. Whereas for me, I set my follower goals where I'd like to, you know, 5 new 5 new followers a week, 10 new followers a week, whatever it is, smaller goals. And I hit those. And I usually hit those faster than I could ever possibly expect to. And instead of getting, upset or feeling disappointed or let down because I didn't hit my goals, instead I go, holy crap, I set this goal for the entire week and we've smashed it out on a Monday. This is amazing. And I feel energized and I feel excited and I share that with my community and my community feels excited about it as well. So set yourself smaller goals. Hello, Nix. Hello, mate. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Alright, so we know that we're going to set smaller goals. We're also going to celebrate bits. I would like to talk to you about bits. You're on YouTube. You are, Nix. You are. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Thanks for making the jump with us. I appreciate it. Celebrate your bits. I know a lot of people, when they become an affiliate, when they're looking at becoming an affiliate, and they start looking at the payment differences between a sub and a bit, that bits seem so small in comparison, right? It feels like we should be more focused on subs. We want subs. That's what our focus is going to be. And when we get subs, it's holy crap, thank you so much for the sub. Like, the sub is the big thing for most affiliates. And you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I hate to break it to you. You're doing it wrong. Bits are going to be a larger portion of your revenue from your stream than subs are. Bits are going to be a larger portion of your stream in terms of revenue than subs are. I will say it a third time. You make more money from bits in total than you're going to make from subs. Bear that in mind. Because while someone might look at the sub button and go, $5 for a sub, I don't know if that's worth it. And they might not want to give out $5, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But it's a lot easier for someone to go, you know what? 100 bits. 100 bits doesn't seem like that much. 100 bits seems perfectly fine. That's $1. That's $1 that you've just made from 100 bits. Whereas if they spent $5 to gift you a sub, you're only getting half of that. And now, with the new regional sub pricing, you're actually gaining less than that. So for someone to spend $5, you get $2.50. But if someone gives you 100 bits, well, they didn't spend that much money, and you've still gained $1. If someone gives you 200 bits, that's almost as much money as you're going to be getting from a sub right there. Celebrate your bits. Celebrate them. Thank your community for them. Bits should be just as exciting to you as a sub. Now, I said it a lot with my own community, which is, listen, if you want to give me 1 bit, if you want to give me 5 bits, I don't care. I don't care. It means the world to me. And it should mean the world to you too. Now, back when we first started streaming, you were able to sit there and watch ads. You're able to watch ads to earn a couple of bits to throw at a streamer. And those ads were annoying. I did it. I watched ads to throw bits at people. I've done it. A lot of people do. So it meant almost more to me that someone would sit there and watch an ad in order to be able to have 5 bits to throw at me than it would, someone just, let me swipe my credit card and here's $1. But I don't think you can really watch ads for bits anymore. But that being said, what you really need to pay attention to, and what I really want you to internalise, is no matter how many or how few bits someone is giving you, it's still important. It still matters. It's still that person sitting there going, I want to support you. If they're giving you 10 bits at a time, don't look at it as them being stingy and, oh, I'm only worth 10 bits to you. Don't look at it that way. Don't. That's such a toxic mindset. That's how you wind up being those streamers that start yelling at people, $5 a month. You don't have $5 a month to subscribe to me. That's how you become one of those people, because you're looking at it in terms of the support that they give you, as big or small as it is your value or how they value you. That's a toxic mindset. Do not look at your bits that way. Look at them instead as in this person likes what they're doing for you, like what you're doing. They want to support you. They want to show you their support of you. And you know what? Maybe they only have 10 bits to give. Maybe that's all they've got. Maybe they can't afford to buy a sub. Maybe they literally can't. Maybe they can't afford to buy, a bits package. Maybe they only buy, $100 bits a month. $1.50 or whatever it is for 100 bits. Maybe that's all they buy in the entire month because that's all they can afford. And, they spread it out over the streamers that they enjoy watching. The fact that they're giving any bits to you whatsoever should be a big deal to you. That is important. That's important. Because they're choosing to give them to you and not someone else. So it doesn't matter if it's 10 bits, if it's 1 bit. If they're giving it to you, that's a compliment. That's a compliment. That's them saying, I enjoy what you do enough that I want to support you in any way that I can. Now, of course, you are going to get those people that are absolute mad lads and mad lasses and mad thems that are going to, blow your mind with the amounts of sub, you might get sub bombed, you might get, dono bombed, you might get bit bombed. It can happen. You should never expect that it's going to happen. Don't expect it. Don't feel entitled to it. But it can happen. But those things are, typically speaking, pretty rare to happen. They're pretty rare to happen. So you should really, really celebrate those especially. Celebrate those especially well. But you should be celebrating every bit, every sub that you're given, every little thing that someone gives you. You should be celebrating that. It should mean the world to you. And if it doesn't, if only 100 bits gets a response out of you, if you're only grateful for 5 gifted subs at a time, you need to take a good hard look at yourself and reevaluate what you're doing with your life and who you are as a person. I honestly believe that. You should be celebrating every bit of support that you get. Best practice, celebrate bits no matter how large or how small. 1 bit is awesome. 5 bits is fantastic. 10 bits is mind-blowing, and just go up from there. Go up from there. You can have a bigger reaction. You can have a bigger celebration. More bits can mean more to you. That's fine. But you should be grateful and you should be thankful for a single bit. You should. You should. Now, let's talk about bits extensions. Because there are some extensions that you can add to your Twitch page where people can pay bits in order to create some sort of effect. So whether that's buy you an extra life in a game that you're playing, or the most popular one, the one that we're going to be talking about, sound alerts. Sound alerts. Now, sound alerts, you can set them up in order to run off of channel points, which is fantastic. And you can also set them up to cost bits. So if you're on my channel on Twitch on any given day, you can go down towards the bottom of the page. There's an extension there, and you can press the button and you can pay 25 bits, 50 bits, 100 bits, whatever I've set the prices at. I've got a couple different prices down there, to play a sound alert on my stream. My personal favourite is Vegeta Time. Vegeta Time. Someone goes down, they pay, 50 bits or 75 bits or 100 bits or whatever, and they play the Vegeta sound effect on my stream. And it's not a lot of bits, by any means. It's not a lot of bits, it's not super expensive. You know, they're not giving me $50, but I stop and I jam out because it's Vegeta Time and I love Vegeta Time. Now, someone's paid 50 bits for Vegeta Time and we're going to jam out to it because it's awesome and I love it. And also, thank you so much. You've just paid 50 bits to give me this moment of joy, this jam party. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. So if you're using a bits extension, make sure that you're still grateful and thankful and they're fun things that your community would like to use for you, and you make them fun and you make them interactive and you make them engaging. But use them. Use the bits extensions. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, absolutely nobody's ever going to give you bits if you're not using bits extensions. That's not the case. Mine gets used pretty rarely, and you know what? That's fine. Sometimes people like to throw the bits in the chat. Sometimes they like to use a bits extension. Have the option there for people. Because when there's more options, it's more likely that someone's going to give you something. It's more likely that someone's going to spend bits on you if they have different ways in order to do it. This is why you want to diversify things. You know, maybe at the particular moment in what you're doing, yeah, I could throw 50 bits at you. That would be cool. Or we could have a dance party. You know, it's a nice choice to allow people to make. And people do respond to it. Make use of those bits extensions. There's all kinds of extensions that you can use once you're an affiliate. Some of them you can use before you hit that affiliate status, but some of them are locked because they're bits extensions. Go through them. Comb through the ones that are there. Pick out a couple that you like. Put them in place. See how they go. Utilise those bits extensions. And now I'm going to drink some tea so I don't die. Yeah, I'm still never going to get used to that. Having to remember to hydrate myself without the channel redeems. Yeah. Now, we talked about goals, but make your goals community goals, not just your own goals. So when it comes to planning out your small goals for your subs, for your bits, for your donations even, whatever those are, when you're making your goals, you want to make them community goals. You want it to be something for the community. Now, that's really easy when you first start off. You know, your community goals, your sub goals, it's easy because if you complete the sub goal, well, you get a new emote. That's something for the entire community. But how do you translate that after you've unlocked all of your subs? How do you make it so it's not just your goal of, I want a new computer, or I want, you know, enough subs to be able to pay my rent this month? How do you make that something for the community? How do you involve the community in, you know, helping you to complete these goals? Because these goals that you're setting, you're not completing them yourself. Instead, you're setting goals for your community. Now, one of the things that I have done personally is for my follower goal. My follower goal that I have it set a small goal every week. And if we meet that follower goal, well, now we're going to spin the wheel. We have a bit of a raffle to see who is going to join me on community night on Fridays. And the community likes coming on, getting to hang out, play some Jackbox, be here on stream. We give them a shout out to the community, you know, they might get a few more followers out of it, but they get to be here, they get to have some fun time. So that's turned my goal, which is I would like more followers. I need more followers to become a partner. That's my goal. Now becomes a community goal where getting new followers is a goal for all of us. Because as we get new followers, oh, well now we have a chance to do the co-host on Friday. We want that. You know what, we're only 3 people away from our goal. Let me tell a friend of mine that, you know, I might not have told about the stream. Be like, hey, guess what? We're so close to this follower goal. Can you come on in, check out the stream, tell us to follow? And now you've grown. Because it's a community goal. Because it's a community goal and it's their goal as well. It's not just your goal, it's your community's goal to accomplish. So when you're setting your goals, when you're setting your sub goals and all of that, find a way to involve your community in it. Now, whether that be, you know, if we hit this sub goal, I'll shave my head, or we'll do a karaoke stream, or whatever it is. Whatever you decide to do, it doesn't necessarily have to be something like that. But find a way to involve your community and make the goals their goals. Fortunately, when it comes to my sub-goals, my community has a mind of its own and their goal is just break me. That's just what they like to do. They just like to see me cry. I feel like they have their own goals when they're just sitting there and they're like, yeah, today's today. We're going to make you cry. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. But for you guys, you know, you're going to have to find something. Going to have to find something to really push your goals. Give people a reason. Why? Why is it important to hit this goal? Why do we want to hit this goal? Why do we want to bang it out? You know, why do we want to contribute? Give them a reason. And that doesn't just go for the community goals with your channel points. It goes for your sub goals, your bits goals, your donation goals, anything. Give them a reason. Give them a reason to want to help. Whew, that was a big section, you guys. It's a big section. Why did we just see this scary image of Paegan shaving her head? I don't want to see that. No. I'm not going to be shaving my head. Sorry. I quite like my hair. I quite like it. It's my mop of Irish sorrow, and it's mine. I don't know that I'd be the same Trude without my hair. Besides, how would the goggles stay on my head? How would they stay on my head without my hair? Alright, so we've talked about the process of becoming an affiliate. We've talked about goals. Let's talk about emotes and badges. You start off when you become an affiliate with access to 3 emotes. A tier 1 emote, a tier 2 emote, and a tier 3 emote. You unlock more emotes as you grow. So as you grow, as you get more subs, as you pass the sub goals that are set inside of Twitch, Twitch has set you sub goals. As you pass those sub goals, you'll unlock more emote slots. Additionally, as people cheer more, as you start getting people cheering, those will unlock additional emote slots as well that only come if you've cheered enough. So, for example, if someone cheers 1,000 bits, they've just unlocked the 1,000-bit emote slot. So now I can put an emote in that 1,000-bit emote slot, and they have that emote because they've cheered 1,000 bits. Now the next person that cheers 1,000 bits, they also unlock that emote for themselves, and they can use those forever. They don't need to have a continuous sub in order to be able to use those emotes. They just need to have cheered that total of bits. And those exist for 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and they just keep going up from there. So you're going to have a lot of emote slots. You're not going to have a lot to start off with. You're not going to unlock all of your emote slots right away, most likely. If you do, that's wonderful. All the more reason to have a plan of the emotes that you're going to need. You're going to need at least 3 emotes when you start off, and you should have a plan for more. Personally, when I ordered my emotes, I think I ordered 6. The first time round, I ordered 6. I'm not an artist. I don't pretend to be an artist. I can do some things, but my emotes were definitely commissioned. Now, you don't need to commission your emotes. You absolutely don't have to. You can make them yourself. That's totally fine. But if you are going to commission them, you should have a plan, and you should know it gets pretty expensive. It gets pretty expensive to commission your emotes. And if you want those clean, crisp, clear emotes that you can't make yourself, you need to plan out a good chunk of money. So when you're unlocking those emotes, when you're unlocking them with those sub-goals, take a look at that payout and realise that payout is going towards emotes. Pay attention to that. It's important. You're also going to need badges for your monthly subs and for bits. Now, when you subscribe to a channel, you'll notice if they have it set up properly, you'll get a subscription badge. You'll get a subscription badge, and you can customise that to fit your channel. And the more months that you subscribe, the more upgraded that badge gets. So for me, if you subscribe for the first time to my channel, your sub badge is a seed. If you've been subscribed for longer, well, that seed breaks open and outside of it is a tiny sprout. And then the sprout gets bigger and then it becomes an entire plant. The longer you're subscribed, the more your badge changes. Now, you have the option to set those. You get to set a different badge for, I think it's like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. There are little spaces in between where you could set it for like each individual month, I believe. But you're going to need badges. Badges. You want people not only to just subscribe, but you want them to stay subscribed, right? You want to give them an incentive to stay subscribed. Obviously, you want your emotes to be ones that they use, so they're going to want to stay subscribed so they can still keep using the emotes that they love. But also, you know, hey, I'd like to see what happens to my sub badge when I have been subscribed for a year. I wonder what that sub badge looks like. I wonder what it looks like when I've been subscribed for a year. You want that little bit of mystery. You want people to want to see it and to stay subscribed and give them that little additional incentive. Now, on top of that, you can also have bits badges. So if someone has the number 1 bits in your channel, they can have a badge for that. Number 2 and number 3 as well. They can have a badge for that, and you can change those. You can change those to be something special. Additionally, even if they're not the number 1 this week and they don't get that badge that week, you can add in badges that say, I have this awesome badge because, you know, I've cheered 5,000 bits. That's how I've gotten this badge. It's my little badge of honour. Check it out. You can make those. You can put those in. Take a look at them. Use them. I'm hoping we get this channel to 100 subs. It would be nice. It would be nice. For those of you in the chat, as a wonderful reminder, for those of you in the chat right now, can you please, if you're finding good information here, if this is helping you out, if you're learning anything at all, can you just hit that thumbs up button on the stream? The thumbs up button on the stream would really help out with the metrics that make YouTube run, the analytics there. Just hitting that thumbs up would do me so much good, and I would really appreciate it. If you're watching the video, smash the thumbs up button anyway. Hit the thumbs up button. Just do it. Don't think, just press the button. So if you're looking at it, if you're looking at it, well, you need emotes, a ton of emotes, you need badges, you need a ton of badges, you need bits badges. There's a lot to plan out. That's a lot of time investment if you're making them yourself. It's a lot of money if you're commissioning them. Pay attention to that and realise those things are coming down the pipeline. If you're already an affiliate, that pipeline is here. It's here, get on it. It's a lot. It's a lot. It seems like small things, but they have such a huge, huge impact on you, on your growth, on your community, and on your audience. Pay attention to them. They're important. Now, when it comes to actually making these things, remember your branding. Remember your branding. We did an entire tea time on branding. The video is up on YouTube. If you've not seen it, feel free to check it out after this. Or if you're watching the VOD of this, the video, feel free to pause and then go watch that and then come back. Whatever, I don't control your life. When you're deciding on your emotes, when you're deciding on your sub badges, when you're deciding on your bits badges, all of these things, remember your branding. Remember, we want things to work well together. We want a cohesive feeling. I am a druid who is obsessed with tea. It would not make sense for my sub badges to be, I don't know, paw prints. It would not make sense for my sub badges to be vampire fangs. It would not make sense for my branding for, my sub badges to be different faces of a panda bear. Those things don't fit with my branding. They don't fit with my branding. They don't make sense. They don't work. I'm not going to use them. Just like my emotes. My emotes, yeah, you know what? It might be cool for my emotes to be, I don't know, like space aliens. I might like space alien emotes. They might be cool. What do they have to do with my stream? What do they have to do with my branding? If my subscribers are using my emotes in other chats and people are saying, oh, that's a really cool emote. Where did you get it from? Oh, I got it from paegan.the.pixie. And they're like, oh, aliens. Cool. That might be the type of stream that I like, or that might not be the type of stream that I like. Based on your emotes, people are going to judge whether or not they want to even pop by your own stream. And if your emotes don't reflect you, or don't reflect your stream, or the content that you do, you're giving a false impression. So either you're giving a false impression and someone's coming by you for something that you don't actually do, or someone's not going to come by at all, because they think what you do is not what you actually do, and you've lost a potential viewer. Think about it. Think about it. Branding is ubiquitous. Remember your branding when you're setting up your emotes, when you're setting up your subs and your badges and all of that. Why am I imagining a pay corrupt emote when she's turning into a dark elf? I don't turn into a dark elf. I don't turn into a dark elf. Thank you. We may one day have a nega pay. I don't know. We'll think about it when we hit partner. When we hit partner, we may have a nega pay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But remember your branding. And now it's time for tea. Yum. Today's tea, by the way, if anyone's wondering, it's this green tea citrus from Lipton. I barely call it tea, because it's basically liquid sugar. It's still quite tasty though. You don't turn into a dark elf, but evil pay may be able to. Just saying. Hey now. Nega pay is not a dark elf. Not a dark elf. Hashtag not canon. Not canon. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to talk about today, you guys, is channel points. Channel points are a huge, massive tool that you get to use once you're an affiliate. And oh my gosh, are there so many things that you can do with them. So first and foremost, you're going to need to figure out what to name your channel points. You have to name the actual points themselves. Mine are called seeds. I matured, where it grove, trees, plants, seeds make sense. Because I'm sticking with my branding. So what you name your channel points should have something to do with your branding. Now, on top of that, your redeems, the redeems that you have on your channel, if you're able to brand those as well, you should do so. For example, most of my normal regular redeems for regular streams are tea-based. They're tea-based puns. Can you tell that I like tea? It's part of my branding. They all make sense. You know, I like puns. I like tea. Part of my brand, it works out. So most of my channel redeems are tea-based. We have a couple that aren't tea-based. You know, like I have a sound alert command in there just for people to play with it. And then I have commands for Vampire the Masquerade that don't fit in with the rest of them because those are just for a special stream. But brand your redeems. Brand your redeems. Hello, Darth. Hello. Thank you so much for dropping by. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. So, brand your redeems as well, if you can. If you can, make them something on brand for you. Now, there's a lot of different redeems. When you start off as an affiliate, you'll see a bunch of basic redeems. You can edit those, you guys. You can edit the basic redeems that are there. You can. You don't just have to have the basic hydrate. You can change the name of the redeem, you can change the way it works, you can change the price, you can change the image. You can still have a hydrate redeem. You don't have to call it hydrate like everyone else out there. How many of you have gone into a Twitch stream, opened up the channel redeems, and you see the exact same redeems all the time? What are the ones that you usually see? Highlight my message. Modify an emote. Right? You see those all the time. They're just basic redeems. How many of you actually use those? Not a lot. Not a lot. The highlight the message you might use. That one does serve a purpose. But the rest of them are going to be very few and far between. If you want to have them on there for people because you like them, okay, cool. But give them something else as well. Because those basic redeems kind of suck. They don't get much use, they don't get much play. People don't care about them. Now, redeems like hydrate are pretty standard. Take a stretch. You know, people like to help you take care of yourself. I'm so trained by my chat at this point with my There's Always Time for Tea redeem, which is my version of a hydrate redeem, that when I'm doing these Tuesdays, I have to remember to drink liquid on my own. I forget. And then I'm just like, why am I so thirsty? Why does my mouth feel like a desert? Oh, right, because I've been talking for the past hour and a half and haven't drank any liquid. Ah, yeah. So people like redeems that will, you know, allow them to care for you as the streamer. Whether that be giving you a small snack, telling you to stretch. Maybe you have a redeem where you get up and you do 5 jumping jacks, or you do, you know, a small amount of sit-ups, or something like that. Redeems that help you take care of yourself, allow your chat to feel like they are taking care of you. You're their streamer, they like you, they support you, they want to take care of you, they want to be your friend. You know, if you're hanging out with your friends, what are the things that you worry about with your friends? Are they eating? Are they drinking enough water? Are they blinking enough to, you know, eye health? Are they blinking enough staring at the screen? All of these things make wonderful channel redeems. Wonderful channel redeems. You should consider using some of them or finding your own. You know, give me a snack. Give me a snack. I'll have a bag of chips here by my desk, and when you do the redeem, I'll eat one, or something like that, or a healthy food. You know, I've pushed recently a friend to start a new redeem for his channel where he keeps card sticks. Just card sticks. Buy his computer and you redeem it and he eats a card stick. And now he's eating something healthy. You know, get those vitamins in. And we can go in there and we can spam it and be like, haha, take care of yourself. Take my love. People like those redeems. Other redeems that are really good are voice redeems or impressions. So if you can do an impression, you know, if that's something that you're good at, have a redeem for that. Have a redeem for that, for you to say whatever it is that they'd like you to say in your best Kermit the Frog voice, or your best Tigger impression, or your best Soldier impression, whatever it is. Your Vegeta voice. Do you have a good Vegeta voice? Have a Vegeta redeem. These things are all very, very good redeems to have. Think about it. Sit down, consider what kinds of redeems you would like to have, and use them. Put them out there. Utilise your on-off function for your channel redeems. So when you're in there, in the backside of Twitch as an affiliate, and you're loading up your channel redeems, there's actually a switch that you can just hit. A little switch to toggle them on or off. So if you do different types of streams, for example, if you stream, you know, a game on Mondays, on Monday and Wednesday, and then Friday is your community night, like the way I do, I have a redeem specifically just for a community night. I don't have to re-upload that redeem every time. I just hit the switch. Monday and Friday, it's off. Oh, Friday's here, hit the switch, turn it on. And there you go. And you can do that with all of your redeems. Do you have a redeem where you know, have to do jumping jacks? Are you just not feeling really well today? You can just switch that redeem off for the day. You don't have to have it on. If you're not feeling up to getting up out of your chair every time someone redeems it and doing a jumping jack, switch it off. Switch it off for the day. Not only that, but you can have different sets of redeems based on what you're doing that day. So for me, I have my normal redeems, you know, all of my tea-based redeems, and we use those Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Saturdays, when I'm hosting VTM, all of those redeems get turned off. They get turned off and they get completely swapped out with a new set of redeems specifically for Vampire the Masquerade, to allow people to either help or hinder their favourite player as we're playing. Now, I'm not sitting there uploading those and setting the prices and putting the images in and setting the background colours and setting the limits and the cooldowns on it every single time. Nope. I loaded them all in there, and when I'm not using them, I just flick the switch and turn them off. You should do that. You should do that because this will allow you to have a cycle of redeems, to always keep things interesting, to keep them fresh, cycle through stuff without constantly having to sit down and spend 5 hours swapping out all of your redeems. A little bit of time now to set yourself up, to swap things around in a couple of clicks, will bring you a very, very long way. Utilise those on-off features. Use it to your advantage. And of course, when it comes to channel redeems, set limits and cooldowns. Set limits and cooldowns. There are lots of ways to do this. You can set a limit for how many times something can be redeemed in the stream, just total times it can be redeemed in the stream. You can set a limit for how many times one person can redeem it. So if one person, you know, wants to spam you with tea, you can make it so they can only redeem 3 in a night. And you can also set a cooldown. And you can set a lot of these things simultaneously. So even if, let's say I make it so Thunder can only redeem a hydrate 3 times, right? You can only redeem a hydrate 3 times per stream. He redeems a hydrate, and then Lauren decides, ho, I'm going to go and redeem a hydrate as well. And they press the button, it's going to tell them, nope, Nope, it's on cooldown. You need to wait a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it is. So this way here, people cannot spam you with redeems. Now, if you've priced your redeems properly, if people are spamming you with your redeems, you've done one of two things wrong, or possibly both things wrong. The redeem is either too cheap, it's just too cheap, you're not charging enough channel points for it, or your limits are too low. You want people to use your channel points, but you also don't want to be spammed with them. Now, striking that balance is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult for you as the streamer, and it's going to be difficult for your community to find that balance, especially when you first start using new redeems. The thing that I can say, if it's a brand new redeem, expect it to be spammed a little bit while it's new and shiny, and then it will die down. But it's going to take you some trial and error. You're going to have to adjust the cost of your channel redeems a few times. You're going to have to adjust the limits a few times until you find what works for you. Because the prices of my channel redeems might not work for you. Most likely, they're not going to work for you. The limits and cooldowns on my channel redeems are not going to be the same as yours. Just like the limits and cooldowns on Learn stream are not going to be the same as the ones on Darth stream. It's all different depending on you as the streamer, your community, how far along you are in your path of growth, how many followers you have, how many community members you have. All of these things are going to play into your adjustments and your limits. And once you've found that balance, and you start to grow more, you're going to have to adjust again. You're going to have to continually adjust your limits and your pricing on things. Pay attention to it. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. And realise, and especially pay attention to which redeems are your most popular. If you have 5 redeems and they're all the exact same price, pay attention to which one people are actually using. So that would be the one that you would want to raise the price on, or change the cooldown on. And if the other ones are not being redeemed at all, ever, then maybe you don't need that redeem. Maybe you don't need that redeem at all. Maybe you can just get rid of it. Because if your community is not using it, it means they don't like it. Pay attention to your redeems when you're setting your cooldowns and your limits. Make sure that you do it. Make sure that you do it so that way you don't have moderators sitting there on a Friday night spamming the crap out of "there's always time for tea" redeems until you have to leave, put up your Beaverite back screen and go to the bathroom 3 times. Put on limits and cooldowns. You want to feel exposed, moderators? There you go. I'm watching you. I see you. I see what you're doing. I do. Alright. So, as I said, I usually like to end these things with some best practices for you guys. But this stream, I was giving you best practices as we went along through the points. However, there are 2 things that I want you to think about when it comes to your affiliate planning that just didn't really easily fit in any one place. So we're going to go over these. These are tips, these are things to focus on. Just pay attention to. The first being, keep the same style or artist. Now, obviously, if you can have the same artist do all of your emotes, do so. Because then you keep them nice and uniform and consistent. If you can't, try to match the style. And when it comes to the images that you're using for your channel redeems, for your badges, for everything, try to use the same sort of style or the same sort of artist. Now, if that means use the same artist for all of your emotes and then use a different artist for all of your sub badges, fine. That works perfectly well. What you also want to try to focus on is keeping a coherent style throughout all of the things that you're putting together. So you don't want, for example, super high def 3D emotes and then have your sub badges look like you copied and pasted them from a Google image. Right? You want to try to keep the quality and the styling of everything that you're putting together similar and close to each other. So that typically means working with the same artist for multiple things, or working with one individual artist for each section if you're commissioning. If you're doing it yourself, it means keeping the same sort of artistic style throughout all of the things. If you're drawing things yourself, well, it's your art style. It's probably easier. But some people are able to do art in multiple different styles, and you don't want to switch those up too much. You want to keep consistency there. So pay attention to that stuff. Pay attention to the styles of things. Think about it in the back of your mind. Not only do you want to keep things on brand and close to your branding, but you want everything to work together stylistically, so nothing sticks out and jets out and just feels like it doesn't belong. And last, and certainly not least, when it comes to your affiliate planning and all of these things that you have to do, right? You have to figure out your emotes and your sub badges and your bits badges and your channel points and your channel redeems and all of this stuff and your goals and what you're going to do for those. And it's so much stuff, I know. Don't agonise over perfection. Do not agonise over getting things perfect. Don't do it. You're going to paralyse yourself if you're agonising over perfection. If you're trying to find the absolute perfect name for your channel points, you're trying to make that image for your 6-month sub badge absolutely perfect, you're going to be worried about it, you're going to be thinking about it, but don't agonise over it. I want to share with you guys a thought from me, a perfectionist, that has really helped me along with everything that I do. Because I'm a perfectionist, I don't like putting things out if they're not absolutely perfect. And I could sit here for 3 days working on the exact same thing to make it look exactly perfect before I put it out. And I'd never get anything done, and I'd never get anything out that way. Perfect is the enemy of done. Perfect is the enemy of done. Things don't have to be perfect. Get them done. Focus on getting everything to the point of good enough. Good enough. Get things good enough and put them out there. And then later on, if you want to go back and go, you know what? That was pretty low quality when I first put it out. I'm raising my quality standard and bring everything up to that bar. You can absolutely do that. And then you can do it again and do it again and do it again and just raise that bar. But instead of going from the floor to the bar of perfection at the top, set small goals, take little steps along the way. Don't agonise over perfection. Done is good enough. Done is better than nothing. Having something completed and not perfect is better than not having anything at all. Keep that in mind. And what's more important to keep in mind is as you grow, as you explore new bits of content, as your community evolves and grows and changes and your content shifts, you're going to have to go back and make adjustments to these things anyway. You know, maybe an emote that worked when you first started out and was really good for your community, now you're 6 months down the line and that emote doesn't really make much sense anymore and you need to replace it with something that does make sense. You're going to have to swap things out as you go. You're going to have to adjust and evolve with your community and with your content. So don't worry about perfection. don't agonise over that perfection. Because things are going to change anyway. And if they don't, you can always go back and change them and raise your quality bar and raise your standard. Don't agonise over perfection. Well, you guys, that's it. That's all that I have for you today. I hope that this was helpful to you. I hope it was. I hope it cleared some things up for you. I really hope it did. As you guys know, if you don't know, if you have any questions that you didn't get a chance to ask, please leave them in the comment section below. Hit that subscription button. I'm really trying to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube. It would mean the world to me if we could get there. I would appreciate it. Comment section down below. Leave a comment if you have any questions. If you'd like to join the Discord, by all means, please join the Discord. We have a lovely tea party section going on in there where you can talk with not only me but other members of the community that might be able to answer questions or fix a problem that you have, and you can support each other. Great place to find people to collab with, to find just help with anything, and to find good friends as well. Meet new people, get around the homies, you know how it works. We're all about that here. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not say, if you guys are enjoying the background music that has been going on during this stream, this is Grove Grooves. Grove Grooves is available on YouTube, on Spotify, on Amazon, and on Apple Music. It's free, copyright-free, royalty-free music for streamers, creators, and role players. Put it in the backgrounds of your videos, play it in the backgrounds of your streams, do whatever you would like with it. Just don't claim it as your own. If you guys are not aware, we've just re-released our two albums. Our two albums that were up there, we've just re-released them, and the extended editions, the extended versions are live right now on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, all of that stuff. Please feel free to use them. Or if you just like to listen to stuff in the background while you're working, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really and truly appreciate your time. I hope it was helpful for you. And until next time, when the Grove door opens, I am Paegan O'Ceallaigh. May harmony find you.